Holt, how are you?
Hey Josh, nice to meet you.
You too, and I'm so excited to be able to speak to you today as a fan of your work. And I really enjoyed seeing what you did in this film. And you've got that great line. I think it was in all the trailers. You gave him an aircraft carrier. So I'd love to know how closely do you work with Chris McQuarrie when it comes to making a line like that land in such a great way that it does?
That is a wonderful question because the truth of the matter is that I think that line was something that Chris added like in the scene that wasn't originally scripted, and he made me asked me to do it many different ways. And so we tried it in a variety of different intonations. And the one that he chose, I thought really worked and really landed. It would be interesting to see some of the other takes that didn't make it into the cut, but I was very happy with the one that Chris chose. And just to follow up very briefly, um, what a terrific guy, and what a good writer, and what a good director. I really liked working with Christopher McQuarrie, and we had a really kind of special rapport from the very beginning. And he was very gracious to myself and to some of the other actors in the cast, inviting us to his home for dinner with his wife, and just going out of his way to show his appreciation for our hard work, and building a relationship that I hope will lead to future collaborations.
Oh, that's so fantastic to hear and so interesting. And I know you've worked with Tom a couple of times, obviously. And Simon Pegg has talked about how his stunts are very anxiety-inducing for him. And I know you weren't necessarily with Tom when he was doing some of those, but just watching this film after you'd finished work on it, what is it like for you to see your co-star putting himself in some of these crazy kind of perilous situations?
Yeah, you know what it inspires. I won't lie to you. It's really jealousy. Marlon Brando famously said, "An actor is a guy who, if you ain't talking about him, he ain't listening." And so I like to do my own stunts as well. It's one of the things I think I have in common with them. So I was always like I play the Secretary of Defense. So I'm not really involved in the action. But if and I know that the this particular franchise has I believe come to an end. So there will be no more Bernstein. But I would have loved to be able to participate in some of those action sequences because they're so well done. They're done on such a high level, and they really take their time. They really do it right, and that isn't always the case on every movie. Yeah, there was a part of me that thought, God, that looks amazing. Boy, I wish I was a part of it.
Yeah, I
That's
can
the
only
truth.
imagine.
Mhm. That's the truth. Yeah.
But like I said, you didn't get involved with the stunts, but you got some great scenes, particularly with Angela Bassett. She's obviously playing the president in the film. So, what was it like to share the screen with her and bounce back and forth, and to really be the person she relies on with all this craziness that's unfolding that obviously Ethan
Mhm.
Hunt's responsible for a lot of?
Yeah, I really adore Angela. What a beautiful and talented lady she is. I had done a television series with her husband, a great actor named Courtney Vance, and I had just kind of finished the series when I went on to the film. And I had had a really positive experience with Courtney. And then I had maybe even a better experience working with Angela. And I remember, I threw a party for the cast, and she came, and just, her presence lights up a room. Just when she smiles, and I know that as the president in a situation like that where there's, so much at stake, you don't get to see her, that side of her in the film, but you get to see it when you spend time with her socially. And she is just one of the sort of like nicest, kindest, funniest, most beautiful ladies in Hollywood, and I hope I get to make another film with her.
Amazing. Well, fingers crossed that's mission nine because you never know. But Holt, thank you so much for taking the time. Like I said, I love your work and I really enjoyed seeing you in this one in particular. So thank you.
It's a pleasure. Nice meeting you.
Great to meet you. Thanks so much.